Hello, beautiful butterflies. Happy Saturday. As a matter of fact, it's Self-Care Saturday. Pretty in pink edition. As you can see, I'm all dressed in my robe. And I love this robe because it has a pocket. Can't go wrong. And I got my hair tied back. I've already been in the shower. Wait a minute. Let me start over. Welcome to my channel. This is Monique's Beauty, Life Over 50. I'm 56. And I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for clicking on. And if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. And I just had to do this. I needed an updated, extensive self-care day because I just have been through. You know it's been hot as the hinges of HE double hockey sticks here in Baltimore. And this is the first cool morning we've had in a long time where I can really just get in here and make a video without dripping in sweat. So, before I took my shower, I did brush my teeth and I washed my face with my Rice Water Bright by Avon. And most of my products are by Avon. Just let me be upfront with that. And when I was in the shower, this is not by Avon. When I was in the shower, I used this coconut hibiscus scrub by Bodycology. It smells amazing. See my water dots on it? It smells amazing. I brought it back downstairs. The shower's up. Well, one shower's right here, but the other shower I use is upstairs. So I brought it back down here so I can show you. This smells so good. And I got into it and wanted to buy it because somebody on the job had the matching body spray and just left it in the bathroom for people to use. And while I was in there, somebody sprayed it and walked past me. And I was like, what is that smell? And I looked and I said, oh, okay. So I looked to see where I could buy it, and it said, go to Walmart. And they had my local Walmart right there on the, on the page. So when I went to Walmart, I didn't find it, but I did find the body scrub. So I picked that up, and I used it. It's left me feeling all smooth and delicious. After the shower, I did my body serum by Avon, Anew Platinum, and I put on my moisture therapy. So my body's ready. My face needs the attention. So this is what we're going to do. I have my whole Anew clinical system here, and a lot of the stuff that you have already seen me use, and I'll use it again. But I have two new additions to the family, and the first one is this Rice Water Bright Mild Cleansing Water. As you can see, it's still in the packaging. I thought for the purposes of ASMR, I could remove that packaging right here in front of you, so let's do that. I don't really know if I'm supposed to rinse this off, but because I'm still in the cleansing process, I'm just going to put it on and leave it on. So let's see. All of writing is in Korean, which is okay because I love K-Beauty. This is also by Avon. Let me smell it. Fragrance free. Gotta love that. Okay? Now what? Oh! Lord, that's loose. I spilled a lot of it right in the damn sink. Excuse my language. Okay. I'm just going to put this on. Oh my, yeah, that's nice. Okay. I don't want to be wasting that. As a matter of fact, it has a little thing here where I didn't even really need to pour it. I could have just did that. We'll do that next time. But, yeah. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this extended self-care day, pretty in pink edition, is because, well, some of you know, I just got divorced February 29th. I went to court. My divorce was made final. And then my birthday was March 29th. And I think I did a Mask Monday at that point. My birthday was on a Sunday. The next day I did a Mask Monday because my niece gave me a face mask. And I have really done nothing since. I think I got off into kind of like a depressive state. Maybe because of the divorce. I don't know. But I was just doing the basics. whatever I need to do to get out the door, on the job, and back into the house. That's all I was doing. So I thought that today, since we have a nice cool morning, I could just take my time and do something a little bit more special. So we've used that mild cleansing water, which is very, it feels like an after step actually, because I mean it feels so good. But what we're going to do next is exfoliate. So like I said, this is the beginning of our cleansing process. We use the rice water right before the shower, the mild cleansing water, and we're going to go next to our, that's a collagen booster. Wait a minute. Yes, this is a microneedling polisher, exfoliant effect. That's the outer packaging. And you have seen me use this before if you've been around. But this is the inner packaging. And I want to turn the water on. It's not preheated. But it shouldn't take too long to warm up because I did already wash my face and brush my teeth. So let's let the water warm up some. And it does say microneedling polisher, but it's not really microneedling. It's just an exfoliator. It's just a physical exfoliator. And I'm going to put it on. Let me dry my knuckle off because my eye is itchy. Don't want to get anything in the eye. Okay? And I'll show you what it looks like. See? If you were to feel it, it definitely has the granulations that cause your skin to be mightily exfoliated, which is good. Not hot, but that's okay. We'll let it warm up while we go. So I'm just going to moisten the fingers, put it right here, and yes, I feel the grains. And this is a pretty serious exfoliant, I feel. I have others that are not as grainy as this, but when I've gone for a long time without using an exfoliator, I don't mind using this one. This is not something that I would do more than once a month, though. For those of you who are not familiar with exfoliating your skin, you definitely don't want to overdo it, because you don't want your skin to be stripped of anything beneficial, but you do want to remove that top layer of dead skin, any residual dirt from the day, and also any environmental impurities. And once that's on, you don't, like I said, you don't want to overdo. The water's nice and warm now, so I can turn that off after I wet my rag, or people like to say washcloth. I'm going to go ahead on and get this off as much as I can. How's everybody? I hope you're doing well. And I hope that you take time out to give yourself some self-care and some self-love. You're absolutely worthy. I know I am. And I'm really trying to take good care of my skin. You know, your skin is your body's largest organ. A lot of people don't recognize that because it's not like the heart or the lungs or what have you. But yeah, your skin is your body's largest organ. So it's well worth your time to try to show it some special tender love and care whenever you can. Okay? So now that that's done, I'm going to check it with my fingers to make sure all of the granules are off. And I feel like they are to a certain extent. Let me just go back over one time to make sure that when I add these next steps, I'm not running into any granules. Okay? Whew. I'm just going to pat to dry because I like the moisture to still be there when I take this next step. The next step in the process is something else that you've seen before, and that would be our Rejuvenating Serum Ampules by Anew Clinical. distributed by Avon. And I love these. To me, this is premium skincare. This is what the inner packaging looks like. And inside you have individually, hermetically sealed ampules full of a serum. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Listen, I don't skip an essence. I won't be without an essence. Ever since I discovered essences, I have been promising myself that I will not be without one. I used to have a different one. I ran out of it. They discontinued it. And now I have the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Skin Rose Essence. As you can see, I'm halfway through. It's dual phased. You shake it. Put some down. Like this. This is what it looks like, kind of milky. See that? Woo! Don't want to waste that either. And this is what I do with that. I press that in. And yes, it does smell like roses, which to me is like aromatherapy. When I do this every morning, it's almost like the highlight of my day, for real. So good. Okay, we got that. Anything extra, I always put it on the back of my hand. Get it to the elbows. You know how we do. Okay, put that away. And now we're going to our ampules. So I usually just take 2 of them. Probably only need 1. But I'm indulgent, so I'm going to take 2. And all you need to do is rip it open. These are the hermetically sealed ampules. I'm going to put this to the one I dropped in the sink. We're saving it. Because like I said, it's sealed. Not a big deal. And you just rip it open. Like this. See that serum come out? I don't know if you can see that. But I put it in my hand. And it's really not a lot in there. And that is why I like to use 2 of them. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. But I'm going to get the second one. And rip it open. Careful not to waste any. And put that in there too. And when you have 2, this is about how much you get. So, I'm going to, and that's nice and thick. I'm going to put that on. And yes, I'm very moist. Even though I said it was a cool morning, what I meant to say is it's a cooler morning. So, I'm very moist with my own internal moisture coming through. I always like to get the neck and the décolleté, no matter what I'm doing, if possible. And that's why I like this robe, because it lets me make a video without having to say, if I wasn't dressed, I would show you this. So I'm not dressed and I can show you. You put it on your neck and your décolleté. And I think I can still say, if I wasn't dressed, I would go all the way down to the nipple. Right? Okay. So you have that on. And the next step in my process is this Eye Lift Pro. Okay? I do feel like eye cream is important. Some people say, what's the difference between eye cream and face cream? Don't waste your money. I don't feel that way. So this is a 2-part process. This is what the inner packaging looks like. And when you open it up, you have the little safety seal that shows you one side versus the other side. So, it's all for the eye. My fingers are a little slippery. It's all for the eye, but you have 2 sides. As you can see, you have a cream side and a gel side. So I just pick and choose what I'm going to do. I take my least strong finger, which is the ring finger, and dab some in, and I might get up under here like this. And then I'll take the same finger and use the gel side. And then with whatever side I didn't do, I'll do on this side, I'll get into my 11 lines and more on my crow's feet. And if there's anything extra I feel, I can always put them in my nasal labial folds, which are smile lines. See? And some people say marionette lines, which are these down here. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and massage that in. Always using the least strong of your fingers, because you don't really want to do too much around the eyes that could potentially cause wrinkling. Even though in the course of my day, when I'm touching my face and doing things like that, I'm not as cognizant, but when I'm taking my time and treating myself special, I like to do the right thing, like Spike Lee said. You know what I mean? So I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes. And when we do, that gives us a chance to introduce this last part of our process, which is a collagen boosting firming cream. Now this is also new. These are the two new products. New to the family, all in the same family, all by Knox, Anew Clinical, all distributed by Avon. And I recently got this, and this is my first time using it. So here we are. This is what the inner packaging looks like. And we're going to open it up. And it has that little space there where you can pump some out. I've never used this before, so we're going to test this out together. I don't know what you do, but let's just press on it. Okay, so that middle, okay, I see. The middle piece popped out. And let's see if we can pump some up. Sure did. I should have let y'all see that. Wait a minute. Look at this. Did you see that? At this point, I probably have too much, but that's okay. We're going to dot that all around. That's a lot. For demonstration purposes, I did want to show you, but normally, I by no means would use all of this. So that's all of what was on one finger. And what's on the other finger, I'm just going to apply it liberally to my neck and décolleté. Massaging as I go. And you know what? I should have got a roller. That's okay. We can do the roller next time. But yeah, get it down on my elbow. Massage that in. And I know you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot. You know, you put on this and this and this and this and this. But some ladies have 7, 8, 9, 10-step skincare routines. Not saying that you have to do that, but... And who's most known for that is the Koreans. And all of this is K-Beauty, so it makes sense that they would have all of these steps. Now we put that on. Always massaging upward and outward. And yes, I mean massaging. You know, I can feel this. I'm pressing. I'm massaging. I'm getting around my bones. And making sure that everything is in there. Like swimwear. And almost no matter what I do, if I'm planning to leave the house, and I'm going out today, I'm going out to drive, I use SPF sunscreen. So, I have a brand new sunscreen, which the brand is not new to me, the packaging is not new to me, but it's new because the old one was empty. I repurchased. This is a new Platinum Day Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 25. I feel like that's sufficient for me. I was telling my niece, she doesn't use sunscreen yet. I was like, sister, sunscreen is so important because the sun is a powerful ager of skin. And it might make wrinkles. That's true. But what it also will do is make dark marks if you're not being careful. So this is what it looks like in the package. And actually, there's some on the cap. So I'm just going to use that. I don't leave the house without sunscreen if I can help it. And I can help it. I'm going to put that. I think that has a fragrance. I'm just going to make sure that that's on. And always be very gentle and loving. Be very gentle and loving with yourself. As far as sunscreen is concerned, I absolutely like to get it on my shoulders because that's where I see a lot of burning. If this was a little lower, you would see I absolutely have a tan. Because the area that my bra covers is like white. And the rest of me is kind of brown. So, yeah. And when I'm driving in the car for hours, I'm going out around noon or 1, and I plan to drive until the sun goes down. Trying to get 18 rides in. So I enjoy knowing that I'm protected by the sun. Excuse me, from the sun. And I'm protected by the sun. Real talk, because the sun is where we get our vitamin D from. So we don't want to be too crazy with protecting ourselves, which is why I don't do an SPF 50 like this one unless I'm going to the beach. I think 25 is right up my alley. I'm happy and satisfied with that. Everything feels good. Everything looks good. Everything smells good. And I'm RFTW. You know what that means? Ready for the world. All right, beautiful butterflies. Thank you for joining me on this Skincare Saturday, Pretty in Pink edition. Don't forget to like the video if you did. Thumbs it down if you didn't. It all helps me in the algorithm. Press the notification bell. Subscribe. Leave a comment and share. Peace.